Good evening, Craig Smart with ABC News. An investigation has cleared a northern suburbs school over its handling of an incident where two young children were sexually assaulted on their way home from school. The Education Minister says the guidelines that all Perth schools follow when there's an intruder on the grounds will now be reviewed. 11 Indonesian fishermen have spent Christmas in a Darwin detention centre. The men were in two boats, allegedly fishing illegally about 180 nautical miles northwest of Darwin. Now for a look at the weather, and severe tropical cyclone Billy is still with us, but well north of the Pilbara coast and continuing to move steadily to the west-northwest. And Fitzroy Crossing, by the way, has borne the brunt of the associated downpour, with floodwaters in some spots reportedly as high as 1.3 metres. But first, look at today's temperatures around the state. Perth's minimum was 14.7 degrees, around 10 past 6 this morning, with a top of 26.4. That was at 1:15 this afternoon. Further afield, the lowest minimum was 7 degrees, fairly chilly in Bridgetown and other centres. Very warm today in Telfer, with the highest maximum of 42 degrees. On the satellite, showers and thunderstorms will persist in the north on Sunday and carry well into Tuesday. Further south, a weak ridge of high pressure lies over southern coastal parts, with a weak cold front approaching from the west. On Sunday, a new ridge of high pressure will develop south of the state, bringing isolated showers, and temperatures will continue to rise in western parts of the southwest land division on Monday as the surface trough deepens down the west coast. And look for the temperatures coming up in the city. Looking into state first, those showers with the chance of a thunderstorm in Canberra and Sydney, some late rain in Brisbane and Darwin, but fine elsewhere. There remains a flood warning for the Fitzroy River catchment, as well as a severe thunderstorm warning for the northern goldfields and adjacent southwest interior. Also a strong wind warning for coastal waters from northwest Cape to Mandurah, and some isolated showers about the south coast. And in Perth tomorrow, fine, moderate southeasterly winds shifting south-southwesterly by noon and freshening in the afternoon. A top of 29 after an overnight low of 15, still fairly moderate, but looking ahead, fine weather for the coming week. And the temperature gradually rising to a string of 3 39-degree days on Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. And now recapping our top stories, a review clears a Perth school over the sex assault of two students, but the opposition says it's a whitewash. A Perth asbestosis victim claims an Australian first victory over the Ford Motor Company. And the big retailers say the post-Christmas frenzy shows the West is ready for extended trading. That is ABC News for now. Good night.
Walk in the door. I'm just a walking the dog. If you don't know how to do it, I'll show you how to walk the dog.
Just 30 minutes a day of simple exercise like
walking the dog
can reduce your risk of heart disease, and it keeps your pet healthy too. So make your best friend a friend for life.
If you don't know how to do it, I'll show you how to walk the dog.
Yeah, collectors, going out around the world or around the country, it's the contacts that you make, it's the friends. There's all sorts of communities and networks out there that the only thing that people have in common. They could be the heads of major corporations, or they could be a grandmother or grandfather who's just out for the weekend doing garage sailing. But if you all collect the same sort of glassware or the same football cards, you have that in common. So you can walk into a room full of people that you would never ever meet in real life.